Hi everyone, this is Vishal from Team CLATPREP and today I have Priyana Rajpurohit with me who secured an All India rank 190 in the general category in CLAT 2026 exam. Priyana was a one-year student with us and having been spent 1 year with us, we would like to have the journey. How was the journey with CLATPREP? But before that, let's ask, how is the feeling, Priyana?
I mean, I definitely expected something better, but at the end of the day, I'm happy that I'm getting a top 3 NLU. It is fine to me because this is just the start of my journey in law. It's not the end of it.
Great. So, how was the overall journey with CLATPREP for 1 year?
It was really fulfilling, I think, in a lot of ways because I grew as a person, I grew as a student, I had a lot of opportunities to better myself. And yeah, I really strengthened a lot of my weak areas and I grew to work better under pressure as well.
Okay. Priyana, you are in 12th right now.
Yeah.
And maintaining a balance between the board examinations and CLAT is something challenging for various students. So I would like you to throw some insights. How did you maintain a balance between your board's preparation and the CLAT exam?
So whenever something important was coming up for school, like whenever I had my pre-boards or my midterm examinations, I would just keep CLAT preparation aside for a few days and I would focus on that. And then I'd take 1 day of rest and dive back in. I just try to maintain a balance that way. And for everyday things, I focused more on my CLAT preparation and my school was very supportive. They were willing to let me do that.
Okay, but you are a regular student, so you must be going to school on everyday basis. So one thing which I would like to communicate to the students through you is, it is always possible that you go to the schools regularly and then maintaining a balance in your CLAT preparation as well.
Absolutely it is, because even if you're going to school till like 2 p.m. in a day, you have the rest of the day to maximize, right? You can come to classes whenever they're scheduled and you can prepare for the rest of the time.
Okay, so when you started your preparation for CLAT, every student has some, weak areas, some strong areas. So you must be having as well. So what was your weakest area in all the 5 sections in terms of CLAT?
Quant for sure. I was horrible at math. When I left math in grade 10 and I hated it. But when I started, I figured out that if I want to crack CLAT, I will have to do math. I remember when I started doing mocks, I would not even attempt math at all. But I figured out that I need to get at least a 10 or a 9 score on quant to get into the top 3 NLUs.
Right.
So I started practicing for an hour every day without fail. I made a list of topics that were most likely to appear in CLAT and then I rotated them and kept practicing.
Okay, so fear of maths had to be, settled off finally.
Yeah.
And in order to land up in the top 3 NLUs, everyone knows that maths play a very important role. So what was the final score in the CLAT exam in quant section?
9, I think.
Oh, so the ambition of getting a 9 or a 10 was finally achieved. Yeah. That's good. The moment you saw the CLAT paper, there was a bit of surprise in terms of logical reasoning section because one would expect at least 3 to 4 passages of critical reasoning and maybe one set at max of AR.
Yeah.
But this time it was totally different. What was the first reaction and how did you strategize that time?
I love puzzles, so it was good for me. It was definitely a surprise. I attempted the legal section first. So I'd gotten used to a little surprise. I was like, okay, यहाँ पे भी out of syllabus question आया है, तो I can expect something surprising in other sections as well. So I was not completely unprepared for it. And in my preparation as well, and especially in the last 2-3 months, I would attempt CR on one day, 5 passages, then I would do AR on the next day, and then I would combine the 2 and do it on the 3rd day, and I would repeat it like that. So that really helped, I feel, because I was used to doing analytical reasoning and I love puzzles and analytical reasoning in general. So it was good for me.
So was the reason behind, keeping a balance between CR and AR was actually CLAT, or you had AILET in your mind as well and that is why you are practicing AR as well on regular basis?
Partly it was because of AILET as well, because I knew I'd have very little time after CLAT to practice analytical reasoning. So I wanted to keep that alongside. And I also used to get very tired of reading 5 passages a day. So I was like, okay, let's give myself a break and do analytical for a bit.
Okay. And what was the strongest area when you started your preparation?
English.
English.
Definitely. Because I was always a voracious reader. I've been reading a lot since I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
So, yeah, that really helped me here, I feel, because my vocabulary was decent. And I was good at comprehension. I've been attempting Olympiads for a long time. So, yeah.
Great. So, I hope that newspaper was also a part of your preparation for
Definitely.
CLAT?
I used to read editorials every day from the Hindu without fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other role do you feel that newspaper played a role? Maybe in GK, in terms of GK we talk about your current affairs.
I would read the newspapers. I would skim through the important news. I wouldn't do sports because that was not necessary, I feel. I would just go through the national news part, the international news part from the Hindu.
Okay.
And I would read the editorials. And after that, I would watch the DNA video, daily news analysis videos. And I think that really helped me relate to it better. Ki, okay, I read about this in the morning, so I can study this in detail in the evening.
Okay, so newspaper reading in the morning followed by the DNA analysis in the evening, so that bettered you off with the preparation for current affairs as well.
Definitely.
Okay. How do you rate the level of GK mantra you were provided with, the monthly GK compendium and the GK handouts and the class notes you were given with? How relevant they were when you actually saw the questions in your exam?
It was definitely sufficient, I feel, because almost all of the questions were covered somewhere or the other in the GK mantras or the handouts or in DNA notes somewhere.
Okay, great. What role did the CLATPREP study materials and the mocks, and what was your pattern of analyzing the mocks once you had written? So please guide us through that.
Yeah, absolutely. I used to attempt all the mocks that were provided to us by CLATPREP, and I feel the level was very similar to the CLAT exams as of like 2-3 years as you see it. And analysis is a very important part of your prep. That was a mistake I made initially. I didn't analyze my mocks. I used to just attempt them, I used to check them and then leave them aside. Okay, what do I have to do with it now? But then I spoke to you, I think, and you told me to analyze them well. Then I started maintaining a mistake log.
Error logs.
Yeah, an error log. So I would attempt a mock. If I spent 2 hours attempting that mock, I would spend at least 1 hour, 1.5 hours analyzing what went wrong with it. Then I would write all my mistakes down in that mistake log, and then before the next mock, I would just look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that helped you to, get rid of the mistakes you were making in the previous mocks probably?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, what message would you like to give to the students who are, aspiring for CLAT next year?
Expect the unexpected, really, because a lot of things were very unexpected with this paper this year. We didn't expect to get out of syllabus, out of passage questions for legal. We didn't expect to get all of analytical reasoning for logical reasoning. But you have to take that in your stride, and even if you overshoot your time a little on any one section, please don't panic. That is what led to me losing out on a few marks. Yeah, just don't panic. Keep your calm. You will be able to attempt the paper. It's not made to be not attemptable. The consortium is trying to help you get into law schools. It's not trying to prevent you from getting into law schools.
Right. That's very true.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much, Priyana, for being on board with us. I wish you all the very best for all the future endeavors as well, and wish you all the very best for the AILET result as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.